takes, hot 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 takes.
Hot takes. Get your hot takes here at the Gaming Den.
Hot takes, hot takes. Here's a hot take for you, sir. There you go, over there, hot take. That there.
As you can
So, yeah.
hear, this is my co-host, Jet Sparks. He is excited for them hot takes. I would like to have mine extra cinnamon.
Absolutely, but I prefer mine hot and spicy. Thank you.
Okay. Hey BD, how's it going? What is Gaming Den? Gaming Den is the podcast. I do it Fridays. But how you doing, buddy?
A little bit of help from me.
And if you got any hot takes of your own, BD, put them in the chat.
Exactly.
All right. So let's start with you. Any hot, spicy takes?
Well, the biggest one I can absolutely say is that Call of Duty is literally the most overrated, overhyped piece of FPS garbage in the history of gaming.
Are we going like all the way, like the beginning?
No, I would say right around when they started moving into advanced warfare stuff. That's when it started becoming overrated and overhyped. I think past like Black Ops or or the original Modern Warfare 3, I think that's when the franchise really started going off the rails.
Ah,
and I figured
Killzone's in the chat, so welcome Killzone. We're covering hot takes.
Yeah. And yeah, of course, I figured, yeah, we already know that you figured the franchise would die as soon as it went to space with Infinite Warfare. So yeah, we had Advanced Warfare, then we had Infinite Warfare. We had Ghost, which, again, they faced an enemy that honestly makes absolutely no freaking sense.
I don't know, I have not played a single COD campaign, so I can't say. And I only started at 3, Black Ops 3, because it was free when they announced Black Ops 4 at E3.
Okay. Well, again, I know I played a few of the COD before it was still semi-realistic or still more or less just a slightly balls to the wall Michael Bay action movie. Like, again, you have the original Modern Warfares, you have Black Ops, the original Black Ops. I didn't play 2 or 3. I think the only one I've actually had some hands-on experience when I first had some first-hand experience with the PlayStation 4 back in 2014.
I like
Ghost.
Older Call of Duty games like Big Red One. I don't know what the Big Red One is. What's the Big Red One? Jet, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, I thought it cut out again from the storm.
No. It just might be. I know. I think also because I got my space here, like right below my desk. It is cold.
But I mean, it's not too much of a hot take to say that Call of Duty's dropped off, because it has. It's released a title for 20 years, like every year for 20 years.
And it makes you wonder why the heck people really had just not gotten sick of it a lot sooner. And heck, it even makes you wonder. When going by, again, another thing about Activision and the Call of Duty franchise is that they obviously were chasing trends and whatnot. And of course, they tried to jump on the Battle Royale craze with Black Ops 4. And now I think they've kind of somewhat gotten the hang of it with the whole Warzone thing that obviously is more profitable, but yet they're still content to still release new installments every year.
Oh yeah, I think it's because people, admittedly, Call of Duty is just easy to just like come home from work and just jump into a few games. You know, you don't have to worry about story, whatever. You just jump in, have some stupid fun. Like, I was the asshole with tomahawks and whatnot, in Black Ops Cold War. That one I actually legitimately like.
Well, I guess I could.
Call of Duty Big Red One is a single player World War II game. On the okay, this is going way back to when Call of Duty first started. All right.
I see. Yeah, well, I know we have the original Call of Duty trilogy that was set during World War II. Yeah, and of course, I know we've also, and one of the more recent titles went back to that backdrop of that Great War. And of course, again, we already know that the Modern Warfare series was also rebooted in the last few years, which really shows they're running out of ideas.
Yeah, it's like it's the same thing, like conundrum whenever like a game has the same name as like the first game, like when they reboot it. Same with like Doom 2016, God of War 2018. You know, thankfully they Doom and God of War did like do different like subtitles with Eternal for Doom and then Ragnarok for God of War.
Yeah.
Even though God of War now is absolutely shit. Like, yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate the new God of Wars. There's my hot take. The new God of Wars are shit. I would rather play Ascension over the new God of Wars, and Ascension sucked ass.
I mean, again, that was one of the franchises that Sony was trying to bank on. And again, you would think that, like, the games of yesteryear, like, you barely saw much from Ratchet and Clank, and I know from the PS3 era, you had the Infamous series.
Ratchet and Clank was really prominent in the PS3 era. Like, because it started pretty, like, midway through the No, actually, no, it started early in the PS2 life. Had, like...
Yeah.
4 games, not including the PSP games that got ported to the PS2. Then it got, let's see, Future Tools of Destruction, Quest for Booty. Yes, that is the title. I actually have a physical copy of it too from the PAL region. Let's see.
Nice.
Let's see, Crack in Time, All for One. Oh man, Full Frontal Assault in Into the Nexus. 6 games in the PS3 era, 1 game in the PS4 era, and then 1 in the PS5.
Yeah, a rift apart.
Which is actually legitimately a fun game. Like the characters were, like the new characters were nice. I do like the whole dimensional thing. The thing is, it's way too damn short. Like it is, like it actually is more cutscene than game, and that's so disappointing because the gameplay was really good. Like the guns were really nice and fun to use.
I see. And that's the real truth, though. I mean, it's very prolific throughout that, because like I said, though, I mean, there wasn't really much recognition, because I mean the 360, if it wasn't for the Red Ring of Death, like, the PS3 would have been buried because of its outrageous launch price of $599 US. Like,
oh,
seriously,
gosh.
Seriously, again, I'm resurrecting the old PS3 memes, people.
Yes,
no reference.
Xbox was really smart and like capitalizing on that. Like, hey, ours is cheaper, bitches.
Yeah, and plus it came out a year earlier. I mean, heck, I was here. I was still playing on the original Xbox, and then suddenly I hear about they're making a brand new Xbox console. It's like, whoa! I just heard murmurs when I was like back in middle school, and yeah, and then basically the only reason why a lot of people, but I never got like I think the first game I played on the 360 was Dead Rising, which I actually had been playing through a lot more in the last few years. I mean, playing the PS4 port, and I actually did beat the game and got like the true ending.
Oh, Dead Rising. I was thinking Left 4 Dead for some reason. That's the one where he goes into the mall and shit, and like.
Yeah.
Okay, I was for some reason like like you're mentioning, like on the PS4 version. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not even on the PS4. Then I started thinking, wait a minute, it's the one in the mall. Hey Joe, you want to play a zombie game?
Oh God, that PTSD with all the PTSD that he's gotten from making all those movies about all those games about zombie.
Here's
games.
a hot take on a gaming YouTuber. Angry Joe was not funny.
Yeah,
Angry Joe has actually never been funny. Maybe like a couple chuckles here and there, but he tries too hard to be funny. And the skits that he does is so cringe.
Well, I mean, the guy's trying. I mean, the guy's not like he doesn't have like movie level budget and effects.
Oh no, it's not like all he has due to the budget. It's just like the jokes trying to be jokes are just terrible.
Again, he's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. He's not a comedian. He's not like Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, Gabriel Iglesias is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and that's kind of the whole thing, though. But I mean, when you think about it, like other Joe is like, yeah, and it was like Gabriel Iglesias if he was actually more like, you know,
slim.
Cut, if he was more slim and jacked and
other Joe actually is legitimately like he could be funny at times. Like it seems more natural coming from him when he's trying to he's being funny.
Yeah, I know that. That's kind of the whole thing. I think that one of the only bits I found funny of him was the cooking with Ermac bit when he did Mortal Kombat.
Oh my gosh. I know people who have watched my channel for like a long time know that I hate the new Zeldas. I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are the most overrated Zelda games. Especially Tears of the Kingdom, I hate so much about it. It's not Zelda. It's Legend of Banjo Tears of Kazooie.
Oh man.
Like it's Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts.
Level bad. Oh man. Oh boy.
Okay, maybe not that level bad because it's not a bad game. It's a bad Zelda game. I'm going to make that clear. Like I was somewhat okay with Breath of the Wild because it wasn't like you still had your traditional stuff like the bombs and whatnot, but you don't even get bombs in the new one. You have to find them in the wild with bomb flowers, which is in the Zelda games.
What?
Yeah, bomb flowers are like bomb.
No. I need to do this. No, we have no lamp oil, rope, or bombs.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know where that's from, but it's funny.
It's one of the Zelda CDI games. I think it was
I must have missed that one.
Zelda: The Face of Evil. I mean, look at you watch any YouTube poop on here, and you'll understand where that comes from. Like again, I mean that is the most infamous console ever created that Nintendo doesn't even acknowledge its existence. And again, we also know Nintendo is embarrassed by the Virtual Boy too. Even the Regineer himself basically said, "Oh yeah, we know about the Virtual Boy. It's listening." Oh man.
I mean, you know what? Here's a hot take. Now you're mentioning about failing consoles. The Wii U. The Wii U wasn't a bad console. Like it was actually fun. Especially where it had personality compared to the Switch. The Switch is like there, but the Wii U is basically like more or less a failed experiment that they perfected with the Switch. Oh yeah, it's a big deal. But the thing was like one of my favorite touches is that when it was your birthday, there would be like when you boot up the Wii U on your birthday, there would be confetti flowing down, and then like all the Miis run up with their arms, like run with all their arms up, like cheering for you. It was awesome. See, I like the new Zelda games, but like the older games more. Yeah, I just prefer the more like I don't want it as linear as Skyward Sword, even though Skyward Sword is actually I think, here's a Zelda hot take. Skyward Sword actually probably has like second place best dungeons. Like first place being Twilight Princess, hands down. But second place, it is Skyward Sword. It does like the best job at like, you're going to be using the first dungeon item that you get by the end of the last dungeon. It is great.
Nice. Interesting. But I know the same thing goes. Yeah, I think Zelda fell victim to the whole curse of, wanting to make a game more expansive and open world. I mean,
yes.
Yeah, we need to go back. We need to go back to a little sense of linearity in places. I mean, sure, there are some open, expansive spaces and levels, but they're more like closed knit, like with Bomb Rush, and of course the predecessor, the spiritual game it succeeded from, Jet Set Radio. Yeah, the levels were expansive and intricate, but they were all sort of like more closed off together.
Yeah, it's crazy because I started the new Spider-Man 2, and I'm like, it's like 14 different parts of the fucking city. I'm like, holy shit. Do I even want to explore all this? Even though it's going to be an easy platinum trophy. And I might have, I'm not going to lie. The combat, pretty damn fun. It's the same as 2018. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, there were like six main sections of of Manhattan for Spider-Man. The only one that was sort of like disconnected from the rest of it was the raft, which is only for that one level where you have to deal with the Sinister Six.
But like, then I started, like, I also started the original Spider-Man 2 for 2004, right? 20 years ago. And yeah, it's aged a little poorly, but I feel like it has more charm. Like, the way, like, I think Tobey Maguire does reprise his role as Spider-Man in the game, because I'm like, okay, that does really sound like Tobey Maguire. Unfortunately, no J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. They just got a really poor impersonator. But I feel like it had more heart. And which is funny because Trinity made it. What was it? Trinity? They're owned by Activision. Treyarch is the company. It was developed by Treyarch. Both.
I thought. Oh wait, no, Neversoft. They developed Tony Hawk.
Did they? No, it was Neversoft. I think it was.
Yeah, I figure it was Neversoft that made those Spider-Man games.
Treyarch made the 2004 Spider-Man 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man for the GameCube, PS2, and all that.
Yeah, and that was back when, for companies like them, having a license to produce a tie-in game, it was probably one of the more better. I mean, again, same thing. Yeah, Activision, they were often the ones that published a lot of these tie-in movie games that were either passable or absolutely atrocious. Which the only one I actually truly thought that was really good was the Madagascar video game.
You know what? Licensed movie games have actually gone better over time, even better than just games like
slightly. Yes, I mean we've seen a resurgence slightly with like RoboCop Rogue City
and Terminator by the same company.
Yeah, Terminator Resistance, yeah.
Which I really want to play now.
Me too.
Because RoboCop is such a good game. Like, I think it helps that the fact that it's not any of the plots from the original 3 movies. It takes place between 2 and 3. So it kind of helps out that it doesn't have to be like beat for beat, which I actually do like about the Spider-Man 2 from PlayStation 4 2004. Was that it wasn't 1-to-1 with the movie because Mysterio was in the game. fucking Mysterio.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I definitely don't remember this in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you wonder how they. I mean, personally, I think even in like the damn, freaking Spider-Man, Far From Home movie, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. No, the perfect person who should have played Mysterio should have been Bruce Campbell. He's perfect to play this character.
I don't know. Like, I don't think Bruce Campbell could really do something like Mysterio.
I mean,
Like
he's.
it,
I mean, he's
it
got
has to
enough
do a
charisma
good
because
part chart. Like a good chunk of it has to do with his age. As much as I love the guy, the no homo, but he's too old to do the things that Jake Gyllenhaal did.
Yeah, that is also true. I mean, he also could. I mean, if Raimi did if Raimi did a fourth Spider-Man movie, which would have focused more on the Lizard, yeah, I mean, again, Bruce Campbell would have been perfect to play like Mysterio if he was in a Raimi directed Spider-Man film.
I don't know because
again,
the thing is that he was a cameo in the first movie as the ringleader.
Yeah, the ringleader. He was the maitre d' or the doorman for the theater in the second film, and he was also the maitre d' or whatever. One of those French dudes that who was one of the stereotypical French dude that does those things at those fancy restaurants.
It's been a hot minute since I've last seen the movies.
Yeah, well, I got the first two on my shelf.
I got all three movies, but they're in storage. So,
I see.
Oh shit. Although I have like Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead Rise on my shelf right now. I'm trying to collect all the Evil Dead movies.
There needs to be a box set for all those films.
That's where it's the tricky part because it's a lot of copyright brouhaha between studios because every movie has gone to different studios.
Yeah, I think Army of Darkness is owned by Universal. More or less, the first Evil Dead was made like an independent.
Yeah,
film.
It was independent, and then someone a studio bought it, and then they couldn't use the rights. So when making the second one, so they made it. That's how it went more like comedy, horror comedy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the same thing can apply to. Okay, we're veering off course a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's big time, but. Oh man.
Yeah. But still, the whole point is that movie tie-in games have gotten slightly better, but we still need. But I know it's verified. But again, all the red tape that's involved in getting the rights to make these games is different. But in the case of the people who own Star Wars trying to they literally licensed out. I mean, honestly, look, other than Jedi Fallen Order, look, all the games all the stuff that EA tried to make were subpar.
Well, are they still trying to make Star Wars Eclipse?
No, I'm talking about.
Yeah, but they're making another Star Wars game, wasn't it? And it was by BioWare, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, KOTOR 1 and 2, those were well established games, and I think the remake has been canceled.
I don't know. I haven't really heard much about the remake. I mean, I think the cancellation thing is a rumor.
Well, I wouldn't know because again, I mean, if you can find KOTOR on PC, it's perfectly fine.
Oh, it's on everything but PlayStation right now. But honestly, if I were to play the KOTOR games, I would probably be bored out of my mind. No disrespect to it because I have not played it, but I would actually say
I haven't gotten very far in them either. I mean, I have them in my digital collection of games for the OG Xbox on my Xbox One, but yeah, it's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, and then it has the what Mass Effect has with the constant talking.
Yeah, a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, that's something I don't give a shit about, so That's just me. Like I just don't like games that have that. I know RoboCop has like a minor amount of that, but you could actually ignore a lot of it. I mean, like the first playthrough, okay, that's fine. It's funny because during my first playthrough, I tried to remain apolitical because I thought like that's what I think Murphy would be, like apolitical. He just wants to fight crime, to stop crime. That's it.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I mean, seriously, again, but
well, it's not real world politics. That's the thing. That's what I loved about it. Like, fuck real world politics. There's a reason why I'm staying away from it. I'm trying to stay away from, woke and anti woke. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's in universe. When it's like in universe politics, I'm fine with it because shit, my phone's rebooting. But in universe politics, that's fine because it's that universe. The OCP is trying to do the whole Delta City thing they've been trying to do for years, and then like the mayor.
They're trying to basically be like like it implies. They're in every facet of society. They're basically trying to be a corporate government essentially, which corporations do like. I will direct anyone who is watching to a video from the Template Institute about why corporations make terrible governments. Go check that out after this glorious podcast.
It's crazy to think, especially the fact that they do a good job of like showing the benefits between the both of them. It's like, yeah, Delta City will get rid of the crime and all that, but then it's like a scummy way of doing it. But like the mayor that's trying to be reelected, he's like, oh, let's keep Delta City, the way it is, or not like the way it is, but like it's the people's homes.
Detroit.
Keep Detroit. Oh, okay, yeah, like keep Detroit. That and like clean it up, but the mayor does like jack shit and whatnot, from throughout his terms.
Well, sounds like almost every politician who promises too much, but they obviously underdeliver like all the time.
Yeah, like what Raiden said in Metal Gear Rising, typical politicians, all promises or whatever, all promises or no, all talk and something else. It's been so long. Not so long. It's been like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I want to play that game. I remember this would have been a hot take back then when that game first released, is that saying Metal Gear Rising's Revengeance was a good game, because there were people that hated that game because it wasn't a traditional Metal Gear game, because this was like before
before Kojima went nuts with how like balls to the wall artistic he's trying to be with all the stuff he's been doing now.
He's like becoming M. Night Shyamalan of gaming.
Yes, but of course we already know Jeff Keighley basically will gladly want to bear that guy's children if the laws of nature allowed it.
Yeah, it's just like that would have actually been a hot take. It is crazy to think now. Like the tables have turned. It would have been a hot take if you said, yeah, the game sucks. It's like, it's crazy to think that, like it's 10 years ago. I guess, yeah, that's another hot take about Kojima. He's not as good as he used to be. He's only good when it comes to action, not horror.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm going to say this. I already know, like I already said on the last Gaming Den, some people I know, who I absolutely know, I probably bet if he's watching this right now, you know who you are. Seriously, he's the type of guy that will gladly defend any freaking thing Kojima makes. He will gladly defend it. I know, because I know he will.
I mean, that's his, opinion, whatever. If he brings up, facts and whatnot, I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, that's like, your opinion, man.
Yeah, it's like, it's crazy to think, like, it's like studios. It's like a few gaming studios could actually like go from different genres and do like great things because like Respawn with Titanfall 2, greatest fucking shooter ever. Both of them actually, both games.
Yeah,
and then they go like to Star Wars, which is a Souls like, and they still nail it.
Fallen Order did pretty good. Yeah, Fallen Order was pretty good. I mean, I haven't played, but I know they're delving. But I know I really do not like it because they're trying to delve a little bit into the expanded universe that basically shits all over the Old Republic era of the Star Wars expanded universe. I really, really fucking hate that. The High Republic, I fucking despise that because it's literally they're just trying. I mean, again, like I said though, Star Wars as a franchise is dead, and people still want to hold hope that it's still going to be good. There are people like they just announced a freaking Mandalorian and Baby Yoda or Grogu like movie, but guys, come on, this reeks of desperation. It all reeks of desperation. I gave up on all this Disney Star Wars crap after Book of Boba Fett. Sure,
was shit.
And the same thing applies. I mean, yeah, The Last Jedi was, of course, the worst part of Star Wars, of this new era of Star Wars. I mean, Force Awakens was derivative, but Last Jedi is what derailed the franchise.
Yeah, like Force Awakens wasn't that bad, and then like it was just like I remember, like when that movie first came out, people were like it was like nonstop. You're on either side, like you hated it or you like thought it was amazing. I was like, it's okay. It's okay.
Look, I will say, there were a few cool things. There was one amazing thing I saw in the very beginning, but everything else that happened undercut what happens after that. One cool thing happened at the very beginning of the film, but everything else just undercut all of that. Because again, if this could happen, there's like so many freaking things that they just pull out of their butt because the lady who's running Star Wars, who was appointed by George Lucas, mind you, literally that character is just literally a self-insert for her. Same thing with the main character of Rogue One, right down to the fact that they have the exact same hair color.
Actually, Rogue One is actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was like one of their few good movies.
Yeah, it was decently good because it basically wasn't following anything about the Jedi or the Skywalkers or anything like that. It was just a nice little movie. But another thing that was a movie that was not even necessarily the whole thing with Han Solo, doing the Kessel Run, that was something that was more of an enigma and was more left up to the fans' imagination of how that all went down, which is sometimes where it's better left up to the viewer's imagination. If it's mentioned in the film, it's more left up to your imagination. Or hell, you could just make some. But this is pretty much where most of this crap is just really, really bad fan fiction is what it all is for this new Star Wars stuff.
So another hot take on a gaming YouTuber. Do you know the Completionist even before the drama with him? Before the drama with him.
Yeah, what happened?
Okay, well, he, so this is, I want to go back to, you've at least seen, like, a video or two of what the Completionist does. He, like, goes to a game, does a game every week and completes it.
He tries to.
No, he does. He 100%s it. There's even games that, like, what the hell? Like, they're like so broken you can't even complete them. Sometimes he completes them. Like I think Sonic Boom was one of them.
Oh boy.
But anyways, 2014, his co-host Greg Wilmot left. And I remember being super sad that day because Greg Wilmot was the best part of it, and that's the hot take. Greg made The Completionist like a funny, awesome show. Like I rewatched a few episodes, like I looked it up because after a few months, Greg contacted Gerard, the completionist, and told him to take down all the videos that he was in. That was like 130 something videos with Greg in it.
Damn.
Like just look, like you could find the videos, and yeah, they're like a decade old, but they were fun. And so anyways, what happened with Gerard is that around the same time, 2014, he made a fundraiser, or like a charity, like a charity fundraiser.
Wasn't that the drama he's already like implicated in already?
Yeah, he's in it now, like, because he had for a decade, this money has just been sitting in an account. Like, that's it. Like, all this money for a decade, people like donating to the Open Hand Foundation. It's just been sitting in the bank account, and he didn't donate it until he got pressured by Carl and Mudahar, Some Ordinary Gamers. And then recently, Greg Wilmot came out and is like, yeah, this is pretty much the reason why I left. Before, like, he played it smart. Which, after the whole drama broke out, I was like, okay, this has to be the reason Greg left, because for years I wanted an answer why he left.
And now we know.
Yep, and I feel like that chapter is closed now. And I'm like, damn, he was smart.
Another hot take is like, okay, the guy has made his round on YouTube, and I think now he can just officially retire very young, and that's Mad Pat leaving.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Like, it is basically an end of an era. Like, Gerard and Mad Pat are part of the same era.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And I mean, the guy's amassed his wealth, and now he can live the rest of his life with all the money he's accumulated over the years.
And admittedly, he earned it. Like, as dumb as his theories were, when you're like a 14, 15-year-old kid, you think it's awesome. When in reality, it's stupid. Except for the boob episode. I like that episode.
The only thing recently I actually liked from him was like who they were fighting in Top Gun Maverick. That was from Film Theory.
Oh yeah, like the spinoffs. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, he has all those other ones.
But then he just went FNAF everything. I'm like, my gosh, enough with the FNAF.
But it was well recognized by Blumhouse that they actually had him, which I almost at first didn't even notice he was even in the movie.
Wait, he was in the movie?
Yeah, he was in the FNAF movie. I think he was in the diner scene where he even said, "Hey, well, that's just a theory, at least." I didn't even notice that until I rewatched it with Potato Weapon. Yeah, it was a blink and miss it cameo. Same thing with Corey X Kenshin.
Wait, who the hell is Corey X Kenshin?
You should go look. Just go look. You should go look him up.
If I know how to spell Kenshin.
Kenshin. Oh, okay. And it's pronounced Corey with a C.
Corey in the house. Corey. You know what? Corey in the house. Best anime.
I don't know why people are saying it's an anime. It's a spin-off of another Disney Channel sitcom.
Yeah, that's the whole joke. That it's just a meme saying that that no one actually really means it. It's just a meme. It's a meme just to pissed off weebs.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm okay with I like me some anime. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I'm very casual.
Some anime is good. Some anime is good, but seriously, again, yeah, just like I said with these people, these are the kind of dudes that probably would not shut up, will probably not be shutting up, and they probably also understand why they're probably still single. Hell, he already blabbed off to me about a relationship a relationship of his that went wrong, but it's ironic that his old college buddy has a wife and kid and he doesn't. It's ironic. But whatever.
There was a funny Meat Cannon video where like it's like part of this mini series that he made. It's like this character named Melvin. He goes through like some misadventures and shit, and he like bumps into this dude. Oh, it turns out he's a collector, and he lives with like 3 other roommates, and one of them's like all anime figures, and it all started because like his girlfriend left them 10 years ago. Dude, I highly recommend watching that one. It actually hits, like, it got me thinking about like why I collect and shit. It's like, do I have like a past drama I don't remember? You know, it's actually interesting. No,
not really. Most of the stuff I collect were just most of it was just crap that just people just randomly bought me. I mean, I hang on to it, but
for sentimental reasons.
Yeah, I know, just the thought. It's just the thought that counts. But I mean, the only kind of collection I can boast are all my collection of DVDs and books, things that are actually really worth collecting.
I mean, if you were to take a look at my collection video recently, you see what I mean.
Yeah.
If anyone has seen that, big ups. But
yeah.
Any more hot takes?
Yeah, I mean, this was kind of difficult. I know we kind of just made this one up right on the spot.
We did. I was just at work. Work has been crazy. Yesterday was my car issue with getting the battery done. Oh my gosh, that was an episode on its own. Let me tell you.
Oh, my friend, you were lucky you don't live up north in Illinois.
Oh, I'm glad I don't live up north.
You would be tearing your hair out having to shovel snow. And having to deal with people in this cold weather, having to change tires and stuff, or having people come in with probably still snow. Heck, even when I was out grocery shopping, there was people who didn't even wipe the snow off their back windshield.
The rude bastards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're gonna back up, how do you know you're not gonna be able to see anything when you're back? You might end up backing into something. You don't even know it.
Well, that's where the little camera, the backup cams come in.
Yeah, but that depends if you're actually using one of those newer model cars. I have an older 2006 model car. Both of the cars I've had so far were old cars.
Huh. Yeah, mine's a 2015 Nissan Versa. The fanciest thing it's got in there is Bluetooth only for Bluetooth for phone calls only, and it's got crank windows, bitch.
Oh yeah,
2015, windows. And it's got crank windows, baby.
Well, mine both had power windows, but the first car I had at least it had cruise control, so that was nice. This new car, the car I got, it's a Jeep Liberty. It doesn't have cruise control. And dear gosh, having to
Man,
drive
I hear the prices on those. They're pretty cheap.
For what?
For Jeeps, the Jeep cheap, ha.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm liking Jeep. I mean, nice to get something newer, like a Patriot or a Wrangler.
Although I hear the Wranglers have this whole weird thing where with the ducks. I don't know if it's in your area too, but in Florida they have this weird thing about rubber ducks, and they will have a bunch of them and leave it on someone's Jeep, and then you do the same. It's weird.
I think I was actually caught up in something like that. I was at a Subway about a few months ago, and yeah, someone left a rubber duck.
Okay, so it's a weird Jeep thing. I don't know. It's kind of like that episode of South Park. It's a Jersey thing. But,
though ironically, in the land of Lincoln.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I know. We live some very peculiar lives, don't we, Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't really have much. I think this is
it's like we kept getting off topic. I guess I had less hot takes than I thought, or I just don't remember them at the moment.
Yeah, we don't really have any.
Is there any hot takes you've heard that you like disagree with?
Well, I will say. Well, I mean, really, personally, I think that. Well, again, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is probably definitely game of the year, and not Baldur's Gate 3. Other than that, not really.
Well, I meant like someone said a hot take, and then you disagree with it. Like you think it's a stupid take.
Yeah, really. I think I live by the idea. Look, you like what you like. I mean, as much as I think some of these are stupid, but yeah, that's you. I feel like some of my like opinions on certain things are more niche or a little more unconventional. But then again, I'm more unconventional in a more tact way, not like the crazy. I'm trying so hard to stand out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of way. Yeah, but we really don't. Yeah, I don't think we have much. But the only question is, what we should really think about trying to get a what we should do for next week's show. And again, anyone who's watching,
I'm thinking about restructuring starting next week.
How so?
We'll see. I want.
Yeah, we can also take. I think we can also take submissions from the comments too.
Oh yeah, that too. But I want to go on a different route. Like it's still gonna be like this, but maybe one of these days I get a more stronger laptop that could stream that, like have Streamlabs take up a lot of resources and use YouTube at the same time, and whatnot. That's where like Streamlabs has a little bit of an advantage, although Streamlabs is pretty damn laggy when it plays videos. That's why I went to this route. I and it's a little bit more customizable.
I mean, I do like how we're doing it with
Discord.
Yeah, I do really like the format we do. It's a lot better than us doing it back in the Dummy of Gaming days with StreamYard.
Well, actually, Dummies of Gaming, we use the PS4 capture software or streaming.
Yeah.
And we dual streamed. The thing was that no one could hear you on my end.
Yeah, for like the first couple episodes, and then I discovered StreamYard, and then that's how we did the format for at least for 3 more episodes until we canceled. Or until I canceled the show.
God bless your soul. You're trying to teach me how to use email.
Yeah, I know, but doing this kind of podcast, just like even with EFAP, like how they do it. With Discord.
My gosh, I can't stand EFAP at times. Not because of what they say or whatever. Okay, maybe like Rags with his Doom Eternal take. That's one I can't stand.
Yeah, I know. He also has this thing. I mean, just for a time I did watch the guy, and he really had a lot of things that he's like calling out a lot of fanboys, and obviously again being a part of the PC master race. Look, but at this point now, yeah, PC gaming is like almost impossible to get into.
Like it's big. It's bigger than ever.
Yeah, it's bigger than ever, but it's also more expensive than ever, all because of the damn crypto miners buying up all the graphics cards and making it almost impossible to like get all the parts, and I mean again like all the RGB lighting and stuff. I don't like it. I just care for functionality.
Oh yeah,
I care about functionality over like pizzazz and like all that like fancy crap that I think is honestly pretty gaudy in my opinion.
Yeah, but for those who don't know, Rags was like, he really does not like Doom Eternal. He thinks 2016 is better. And yeah, he can have that opinion. There's a lot of people that prefer 2016. But they feel like Eternal is too restrictive, apparently. Yeah, you only got 24 shots at max with the shotgun. So what? Chainsaw a fucking enemy then. He was like, I would use like... he like, what was it, the ballista, right? He was like, oh, I would use the ballista, but the ammo is too valuable. It's like, how is it too valuable? You get the ballista ammo from chainsaw.
Exactly, and the same thing applies with the BFG too.
Oh my gosh! Like, I liked how they nerfed the BFG, like taking away one extra shot. Like 2016 had 3 shots. Eternal has 2. BFG is already broken as hell, and then it gives you like another ultimate weapon with the Unmaker, if you get all the Slayer keys.
And of course, you already have the Crucible, which is just like the chainsaw, but 10 times better.
It doesn't give you ammo, but it does give you health.
Okay.
Yeah. Although the more overpowered variant though is the hammer, in the DLC. Was it the Ancient Gods Part 2 where you get a hammer? Dear Lord, that one's broken. Like, it gives you health, ammo, and armor, and it doubles it at times. Like, say, like, you have you have the perk. Well, no, it's not if. You will have the perk where, like, your enemies are frozen. They'll drop health when they die. And they're on fire, which will drop armor. If you have that, and it already gives you ammo, it destroys the game easily. Ancient Gods Part 2 was actually a lot easier than Ancient Gods Part 1. Part 1 will kick your ass. Yeah. But it has some of the fucking awesome levels. Like, I love the first one where you go into the UAC base in the Atlantic Ocean. And it's downpouring. And it's like you just see the ocean just swaying around. It's amazing looking. Music kicks in.
And I'm pretty sure it's a lot better than the ocean being made of lava.
It's unique, which I really liked about it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure in the base game, the demon invasion was rendering parts of the Earth uninhabitable.
Except for Australia. Australia was already hell.
Yeah, that's true. North America was wiped off the map.
I think Florida wasn't also covered in the demonic energy. Don't fuck with Florida, man.
Yeah, but other than that, guys, I think we might as well wrap it up. But I mean, if you guys want to have some better, you want to give us some submissions for like future episodes of the Gaming Den, and hey, if you want to even shoot, if you want to be on as a guest, maybe you really should talk more to Bears, more or less, if you want to be a guest on the Gaming Den and.
Well, I gotta get to know the person first. I can't just have Joe Schmo come in and be like, "Hey, can I join?" It's like, well, I don't even know you. Can I even trust you? You know?
We need to. We really need to like talk with you first and actually get to shoot the shit with you off camera. And even then, you can also do it with us by playing other like playing games with us on Switch. Like even join us on the Subpar Arena or join Bears on. For his Sunday fun day.
I need
game streams.
I'm actually thinking about expanding the arena games, like adding more to it than just Smash Brothers, because I can understand like it gets stale over time, you know. Yeah, I was thinking adding like more fighting games, you know, or even Mario Kart, you know, a week here or there, you know.
Yeah,
like just change it up a bit.
Yeah, maybe call it instead of call it the Subpar Arena, call it the Subpar.
I think the arena works. It's like arena could be anything, really.
Okay, yeah, I see your point there.
I mean,
and yeah, that
I would like to play like Street Fighter. You know, I'm sorry for talking over you.
Yeah,
but like
that's perfect for you.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter, King of Fighters. You know, I kind of want to try Tekken. I do have Tekken 7, but it's like...
Yeah, there you go. Anyone who wants to challenge Bears at Tekken or Street Fighter, there's your man right there.
It's like, I don't know Tekken. I've only put like 2 hours into training, and that was it. I'm very on Tekken. Street Fighter, I got a little time. Mortal Kombat X, especially, put ungodly amount of time in it.
Yeah. But that's the main reason.
Armor Core 6 has an arena mode.
Oh, right there. There you go.
Yeah, it's like
anyone watching. There you go. You want to join Bears on Armor Core? There you go.
Like, yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, man. I never played the arena mode in Armor Core 6. I just went for the single player stuff, and let me tell you, oh, this is so godlike.
Oh yeah, but with that being said, everyone, thank you for joining us in the Gaming Den. I will be on Potato Revan's channel, and we're gonna be talking about more. It's gonna be a true crime type of thing. We're gonna be talking about a cult that's connected to Sleepy Time Tea, apparently, which I actually have a lot in my pantry, which I'm gonna brew up immediately.
You're starting questioning it. See, Pokken tournament could be fun, or would be fun. I don't know. Pokken is pretty, like, it's good, but it's too I don't feel the like, it's fun, but it's not that kind of fun where I want to put hours into it.
Yeah,
I think it just doesn't help that I'm not that into Pokemon other than the first few gens.
Yeah, same with me. I mean, but that's on like the Switch. That's like on the
it's on
Game Boy emulation. On the Game Boy emulation, right?
Pokken?
No, Pokemon Red or Blue or whatever.
Oh yeah, like I actually don't know if it's on the Switch online.
Well, we'll never know. I'll go check it. But still, it's a fun. I think the Pokemon card game is on there for Game Boy. But other than that, yeah, we're really finding this out.
Let's wrap it up. Thank you everyone for watching. Take care. Have a go and subscribe if you want to. Drop your hot takes down in the comments. Adios, everyone.